Hey, so I'm here with John from the Healthy Habits crew, and we're just wrapping up an evening live session. And we really started out checking in with each other and what was going on in our lives. And I just wanted to check in with you again and say what really stood out to me was how the Healthy Habits, how you've been incorporating them, and how it's like they've been useful for you in the state of overwhelm. And can you just tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sometimes life can just throw a lot of things at you at one time, which is not a bad thing because it's exciting and all those types of things, but it becomes overwhelming. With the Healthy Habits crew and the support of the system, it enabled me to be able to compartmentalize things and put things in order so that we'd be able to get all the things done. That sounds strange, but it actually does work very, very well.
So, okay, and which one were you most resistant to, but maybe the one that actually worked? So tell us about the one you were most resistant to.
The not eating after 6 o'clock.
Oh, that one. Okay, I thought you were going to say something else, but
No,
not eating after 6 o'clock.
Not after 6 o'clock. It was so habit over the years. You would work, and finally get home dead tired at about 7:30, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night even at times.
Yeah, right.
You would wind up getting something to eat, and it wouldn't always be the best thing because it was whatever was the fastest, or you would get something on the way home that wasn't the best thing.
So how's that working for you now?
It still has challenges at times, but overall, it's almost always before 6 o'clock now.
Right.
And it's also much lighter, and then you don't eat anything for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And it's made a big difference. You wake up in the morning, and you feel really good.
And that's our measuring stick.
So
that's been our measuring stick is how we wake up in the morning. Mm-hmm. So the habit that I thought you were actually going to speak a little bit more about was the meditation.
Oh, well, we can talk about that too.
Yeah, so I'm just curious. So John, and my sense was really he's a AAA go-getter type of guy that just doesn't stop and keeps going and has been going for the last 40 plus years. Mm-hmm. And has had a corporate UPS job for so long in management and has not, as of yesterday, for a year.
Yep.
And but has taken on this go. And so when we brought up meditation, how's that worked out?
Well, it was at first, I didn't believe in it because if it wasn't on a counter, you couldn't do it. You had to be able to control everything. But what I found out that I started putting it almost like when I would drive into work or drive home from work, which was about a 30-minute trip, and it gave me a chance to wind down and think about what was going to happen next. So I likened it to that, and now meditation. I started, and you challenged me originally for just a couple minutes a day, and then 5 minutes a day, and then I found myself about 10 minutes, and I start my day out that way, and it helps me get things organized so that I feel much more productive in what I'm doing now.
Yeah, and I just thank you because I like to point that out is that a lot of us go through the sensation of feeling like maybe we just don't have the time or we don't believe in it or we don't, like, why would we waste time just sitting around, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, was that maybe like...
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, that's been one of mine. I was like, why would I waste time just sitting around?
Or how to do it. Mm-hmm. There's not a prescribed way to do it. You don't have to stand on your head or do something like that to meditate. You can be sitting on a back porch overlooking the water and just sitting there and just soaking it up, but just being within your own thoughts. I mean, it kind of helps. People have forgotten how to just think. Life is so fast, they just don't have a time just to sit around and just think.
Right. And I call it just like being, just like to go from doing to being.
Yeah.
Go from like needing something to happen to just not needing anything to really happen, just to be with ourselves.
It's been very helpful for me.
Yeah. Well, if you could tell anyone out there, like, what words would you give them if they were considering on their fence to perhaps doing the program?
Well, healthy habits, you have to first decide what it is that you want. And honestly, I didn't know what I wanted out of the thing, other than the fact that I stepped out on faith because I felt like it would help me. And it has helped me in many more ways than I would have ever suspected. So, I mean, from personal self enrichment to just being able to organize your thoughts, to be able to help your family, to be able to help yourself. But a lot of it has tried to teach me, I know, is that take care of myself, because if I can't take care of myself, I can't take care of others. Whether it's myself, my family, the community, which I'm very involved with as well, this has helped me with that. So I would say try it. Why not?
Yeah.
What do you have to lose other than get better?
What do you have to lose other than get better?
Right.
And I like to point out that John is a super crazy active person in the community, holds a very tight schedule. Even though he retired, he stepped into one more tight schedule. But the way I perceive you is that you stepped into a tight schedule around more clarity around what you want.
Yep.
and that's kind of the way you started answering the question about really finding out what you want. And you addressed it as like Life 2.0
Yeah.
was another part. And now you're doing things that you really want to do, and
Right.
even in your hobbies. So John's an avid mountain biker now,
Yeah.
and has several other really interesting things he's jumped into.
Yep.
So you know, I'm just delighted to have been working with you and being a part of this whole journey.
Well, I appreciate it a whole lot. It's been fun, and I don't expect it to be over. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Cool. Thanks for spending time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.